Welcome back. God bless each and every one of you. I've been working hard lately, and I wanted to talk about something. I was on the internet and I was looking at an article, and I just wanted to take a stop in my day just to address this. I want people to understand how serious the times are now that we have Biden in the White House. The system, I call it the teenage beast system, because the beast system does not become an adult until the Antichrist, AC, comes into play. Check this out. I want to read this article to you guys. The article is written by a woman, okay? Now, she goes on to talk about the persecution that is happening. I just wanted to briefly touch this up with you guys. She says, the road ahead in America will be the greatest challenge ever for people of faith. The godless, and I'll say teenage beast system, is now in charge of our country, in charge of the White House, the House, the Senate, and these secularists are urging all leaders to stick it to the people of faith. That's you and me. She says, to take away every aspect of our religious freedom. This is not a time where we should be ignoring situations that are happening right now. She says, in their sights are churches, ministries, that's including this one, and individuals who refuse to see government as God. She says in May of 2017, in the Rose Garden, President Trump just used his executive pen to ensure Christians and other people of faith don't have to check their beliefs when entering the halls of government. He also prevented the federal government from going after pastors and other leaders who speak about political issues from a moral perspective. 4 years of this environment was too much for secularists to tolerate. The teenage beast system wants people of faith to be targeted, bullied, and silenced. Now, if God is not real, what are these people doing? She says, so new on the scene to counter the children of the Most High God is an organization called Secular Democrats of America. They see Christians, again, that's you and me, as a Christian nationalist movement, giving cover over for white supremacy. They insist that they're saying that they insist that rather than faith, Americans employ reason, science, evidence, and to disentangle government policy from the influence of secularization, religious interests that have become dangerously entrenched on all levels of the government. And so in this outfit was a 28-page document urging the Biden administration to strip First Amendment rights. Think about that. I don't think you heard me. Oh, no. Let me say this again. There's a 28-page document urging the Biden administration, that's Biden. Technically, this will be Obama's third term. Anyways, urging the Biden administration to strip First Amendments, or should I say amendments, the First Amendment's right from Christians who advocate for traditional biblical positions on life, marriage, education, family. Are you hearing me? Are you listening? It encourages the purging of social conservatives from all levels of government. Christians are deemed enemies of the state. I just want people to understand the seriousness of this matter. Stop what you're doing. Listen. This is real, okay? What you're hearing me say is happening. They're saying Christians are deemed enemies of the state. The document encourages that Christians are, should I say, a cockroach to society. And they want us to be ripped out. They want to rip you out. The document encourages that Christians are cockroaches and should be sucked out from society. A few extremists encourage sending Christians to re-education camps. This is today's progressive, yet some Christian leaders discouraged believers from even voting in the 2020 election, including John Piper. They were offended by the character of Donald Trump, but are okay with this new assault on every person who has faith. This person named Beth Moore called Trumpism dangerous to the saints of God. And then this person says, really? And today's progressive movement is not? Are you folks deluded? Let's go back to 2016 when Hillary Clinton stated that people with deep-seated religious and cultural beliefs, cultural codes, and structural biases have to be changed. She was not challenged by anyone from the teenage beast system. Do you think that the Chinese supporting Biden administration won't welcome this challenge? Yes, elections have consequences, but that worn out phase is hardly a comfort. Yes, the Bible calls the last days perilous. Yes, Romans chapter 1 is the prevailing mentality of the last days, a depraved mindset. We don't just want to sit here and do anything. We want that shining city on a hill back. She goes to say, reality check. That is very likely not going to happen ever again. What's coming is the new world order. Okay? Christians are still called to be salt and light. Come on now, I'm out there almost every single day, every chance I get. We need to be out there. She says Christians are called to be salt and light and to delay the decay. No matter how much we are persecuted, God has spent all of 2020 reminding us that this world is not our home. If you are a child of God and you're watching this right now, please understand this world is not your home. And I'm very sure this is very well understood. But there are things in the world in the world that catches some of our attentions, and we kind of like take our mind from the word of God and we pitting our mind into the politics. We need to pit our mind in the things that are of God. We are only briefly passing through. Why would anyone want to cling to this? She says, a new day is coming. A new world is coming. Very soon, very soon. Drop a comment